my name is Gauri and I'm a legal intern at Lexis & Company. In this video, I'll be discussing the powers that are vested in the Board of Directors by the Companies Act 2013. First would be the power to make decisions, and the Board of Directors is vested with the power to make decisions on behalf of the entire company. It is their responsibility to provide strategic guidance to the company, and therefore they have the power of important decision making and steering the organization in the right direction. Second would be the power to appoint and remove directors. The Board of Directors has the power to appoint and remove other directors, and under Section 152 of the Act, the directors exercise this power by way of voting. In addition to the power of appointment, the power of removal also vests with the directors under Section 169 of the Companies Act 2013. Third, being the power to act as an agent of the company. The BOD has a fiduciary relationship with the company, and that is to say that they have a relationship of trust and confidence and the power to act on behalf of the company. It acts as an agent of the company for its benefit. Thereby, they have the power to enter into contracts and legal agreements on behalf of the company. Fourth, being the power to delegate, which delegating certain duties and responsibilities to other individuals within the company, and responsibilities relating to certain business transactions or management of specific departments are some of the functions that could be delegated by a director. Fifth is the power to approve dividends. So the decision regarding the approval of dividends to be paid to the shareholders is also taken by the directors. The decision to pay dividends must be based on the company's financial performance and the company's ability to pay dividends. Sixth is the power to approve financial statements, and the power of approving the statements vests with the directors. These statements such as balance sheets, income statements, cash flow statements, etc. fall under this category, and such statements must be prepared in accordance with accounting standards and must be a true and fair representation of the company's financial position. Lastly, we have power to manage the company, and management power includes the power to make business decisions, provide strategic decisions, and run the company in an efficient manner. This must be exercised by the directors in a manner that would be in consonance with their fiduciary duties, including their duty to act in good faith and in the best interest of the company. And that brings me to the end of this video. If you have any queries, you can pose them in the comments.